Welcome to Red Dead 2, and thanks for joining us. Today we are going to learn how to craft these legendary coyote half chaps right here. What you're going to need, of course, is 20 bucks, a legendary coyote pelt, and 2 perfect fox pelts. Let's go ahead and first start off with getting those 2 perfect fox pelts. Now there's 3 locations that I found the perfect fox pelt. We happen to be near Rhodes right now, just north of Rhodes. But there's probably more locations than that. But yeah, we're looking right here. And of course we've got the bow and arrow equipped. To get this one right here, we've got our Deadeye activated. We'll explain how to use Deadeye in just a minute here. To activate Deadeye, all you need to do is push in the R3 or right analog stick button. Next, to tag it, you push R1. And then, of course, once you've got that set, when you're ready to shoot, you can just push the R2 button, and you're good to go. In this example right here, we are hunting in tall trees. Again, we are equipped with the bow and arrow, but it is my understanding that you can use a Springfield rifle as well to get these silver foxes. The real challenge, of course, is finding one that has 3 stars and getting a good shot in. You may also have noticed that we were slow in time, and what we're doing essentially is trying to track this thing. We found a trail here. To activate the tracking feature, of course, what you're going to do is push in both the L3 and R3 buttons at the same time. It's a cool feature that allows you to track animals and stuff, because we can't even see the thing yet, but we're tracking it down. We do know that there's 3 stars, as are indicated in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. The trick, of course, is finding out where exactly this thing is, and what we're going to do is follow the trail, and we lock on and find one. So now we're going to go ahead and activate Deadeye again, and pretty much the same process here. And looks like we got a good shot off, but let's go take a look at it here. And as we go to check up on this thing, we have a nice slow motion replay on the left, just to give you an idea of what type of shot you need. One thing you may want to consider doing, of course, is saving your game, because if something happens to you, these pelts will be gone. You'll have to go get them again. And you'd hate to go through this process twice, so just something to keep in mind. And of course, we have the fox. We're carrying it here, and I would strongly suggest skinning the thing before you take it to a trapper. I found that out the hard way, but yeah, there's the perfect fox pelt. Now let's shift our focus to finding that legendary coyote pelt, and for that, we are going to this spot on the edge of Lemoyne County. We'll zoom in on the map in just a minute here. Essentially, there are 3 clues. The first clue is the hardest. You got to use the triangle button, of course, to unlock each clue. Now, my best advice to finding that first and most difficult clue is that there is a mill near the railroad tracks. To the right of the mill, or we'll just say east of the mill, is where that first clue is. You're going to have to go a little ways over. There we get a nice picture of where we're at. And again, you're going to want to use the triangle button when you get to that first clue. Here we are. We're going to hold that triangle button down. And essentially, we're looking for 3 clues. And you're going to be not very surprised here, but all these clues are going to actually lead us to the spot where the X is right here, which is back at the mill. That's where we find the legendary animal, but you can't go to the mill until, you complete at least the first clue and possibly the second and third clue. Now, just like with the other legendary hunts and regular hunts, I rely heavily on the tracking feature to figure out where that next clue is. We're going to barge forward to that spot right there, and like I said, eventually it's going to lead us back to the mill, but here we are. Going forward, we're going to inspect clue number 2, holding down that triangle button right there. One question that many of you may have is, what weapon do you need to take down this legendary coyote? Now, the good news is you don't need to worry about kill quality, which means you can use pretty much whatever weapon you want. If if you'll notice on our screen, we've got the repeating shotgun. We've modified it here, and we're going to use that. But you can use whatever weapon you want. One caveat, I did try dynamite arrows on one of these legendary animals, and it did not work. So just something to keep in mind. But we're going to go with a repeating shotgun right here. Again, you don't have to worry about the pelt quality. You just have to worry about getting this legendary animal down. And here we are. We're at the mill. Now the question is, can we find that legendary animal? Oh, there it is. There it is. You can see it highlighted there. Now we just need to get a good sequence of shots off here. All right, gonna fire away. And yeah, the Deadeye feature is pretty cool. Looks like we got it. Let's go take a look here. And again, on the left, we've got a replay just to give you an idea of what type of shots you need. And yeah, that thing looks pretty cool. We got it down. There is the legendary coyote right there. Now all we need to do, of course, is pick the thing up and head to a trapper. And like I said earlier, I would strongly consider saving your game. Although with these legendary pelts and stuff, they actually get sent to the trapper, is my understanding, or something like that. So if something happens to you, you should be able to go to a trapper and still take care of the legendary animal. So just something to keep in mind here. We're going to stow it away on our horse and head to the trapper. Once you've found your nearest trapper location, all you need to do, of course, is sell to the trapper. Now, I assume you know how to do that, so what we're going to do next is focus on the buy portion. Holding down the L2 button, we're going to hold down the triangle to buy.
Nothing quite like wearing your best day's work.
Next, we're going to garment sets. And then we're going to scroll down to item number 5. It's the Huntsman. Hit X. And of course, now all we need to do is go to the legendary coyote half chaps. That's item number 4. And all we need to do now that we have the necessary ingredients is hit X to craft. And there we have it. We now have them. And we can just back out by using the circle button. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. There we have them. You can see right down there. And of course, that is going to wrap this up. I am signing out. I'd like to thank you for watching and wish you good luck.